Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. The text came in while I was tying my shoes in the hallway, the bass from the living room rattling the picture frames. Don't come into the kitchen yet. L. I stared at the screen, confused. It was her birthday. The house was full of people who loved her. Friends from work, her sister, my parents. Balloons floated against the ceiling. Laughter spilled down the hallway like champagne foam. Why wouldn't I be allowed in my own kitchen? I typed back, why? 3 dots appeared. Then disappeared. That was the first time my stomach dropped that night. At the party, she played a role I barely recognized. She toasted herself with a grin that didn't reach her eyes. She thanked everyone who's been there for me this year. Then paused, glancing at me like I was furniture. When someone joked about how lucky she was to have such a patient husband, she laughed too loudly and said, "Oh, he knows how to stay out of the way." People laughed. I did too, a thin sound that scraped my throat. Embarrassment crawled up my neck. Hot and public. I told myself it was just nerves, just a bad joke. Birthdays can make people weird. But the signs had been stacking up for months. Missed calls, she explained away with bad reception. Her phone angled away from me on the couch. Passwords changed. Perfume before late meetings. I questioned myself first. You're paranoid. Don't be that guy. Love teaches you to edit your doubts. Later that night, while she was cutting cake, her phone buzzed on the coffee table beside me. I wasn't trying to look. It lit up on its own. Can't stop thinking about last night. My hands went cold. I locked the screen without opening it, like I'd touched something radioactive. I told myself there could be 100 explanations. A coworker. A friend. A joke without context. But my heart didn't believe any of them. I watched her across the room laughing, touching M's arm. Mark, her work husband. The one I was told not to worry about. He caught my eye and looked away too quickly. The memory reel started then, cruel and precise. Her sudden gym obsession. The nights she came home buzzing and distant. The way she stopped asking about my day. The way she flinched when I kissed her shoulder from behind. After the cake, she clinked her glass again. I want to say something, she said, swaying slightly. This year taught me a lot about what I need. About being honest. About choosing myself. She looked right at me when she said it. The room hummed with expectation. Something inside me snapped. Not loudly, not dramatically. Just a clean break. I felt calm in a way that scared me. I stood up. I want to say something too, I said. My voice sounded steadier than I felt. Faces turned. Forks paused midair. She froze. Babe. I found out today, I said. And then I stopped pretending I didn't know the words. About you and Mark. A hush fell so fast it felt like pressure in my ears. She shook her head, smiling like this was a misunderstanding she could smooth over. This isn't the time. I think it is, I said. I pulled my phone out, my hands finally shaking, and read the messages I'd screenshotted weeks ago but couldn't bring myself to confront. The ones about hotel rooms and excuses. About how I was nice but safe. About how sneaking around made her feel alive. Gasps. A chair scraped. Someone whispered my name. She started crying, saying it wasn't what it looked like, that she'd been lonely, that I'd been distant. Mark stood up, red-faced, muttering apologies that meant nothing. I wasn't angry anymore. I was hollow. I loved you, I said to her softly. I defended you when my instincts screamed. I stayed quiet when you made jokes that cut. Tonight, you embarrassed me in front of everyone. I won't protect the lie anymore. She tried to reach for me. I stepped back. The party ended in fragments. People leaving in shock, balloons sagging, cake untouched. In the kitchen, the one I wasn't allowed into earlier, she confessed through tears. She said it didn't mean she didn't love me. She said she never meant to hurt me. I listened. I believed she was sorry. I also knew it didn't change what was broken. I packed a bag before dawn. As I stood at the door, she asked if I was really leaving. I already left, I said. I just stopped pretending. The silence afterward wasn't empty. It was clean. Painful, yes, but honest. And for the first time in a long time, I walked away with my self-respect intact, carrying the quiet strength of a truth finally spoken.